Live at 5 with breaking news in Wake County. Hi, everyone. Good evening from the Breaking News Center. I'm Steve Daniels. 2 gang members just convicted in their federal trial in downtown Raleigh. A jury found Demetrius Devine and Brandon Mangum guilty on several charges related to their gang activity. Federal prosecutors say they helped run the Bloods gang, and their violence, including murder, attempted murder, assaults, and drug trafficking, terrorized the city of Raleigh over a period of years. Devine and Mangum now face a maximum of life in prison.
Lifeswild family, what it is, man. You know what I mean? We back, man, with another episode, man. This one is gonna get a little funky. It's gonna probably get under some people's skin, too. I don't know why, but you know, all my new subscribers, I thank y'all, man. Y'all ran it up for me last month, and I definitely need y'all to run it up again this month. We did have a situation where somebody went and strike one of my videos down, and I did give her props for the video. I ain't gonna call her name out, but she reported me. That little situation had me take a step back, you know what I mean? But nothing ain't gonna stop this movement, you know what I mean? This is called Lifeswild TV for a reason, you know what I mean? And we gonna keep bringing that wild funk, man. You heard? We covering a female by the name of Kelly Jeffries. Kelly Star Lady Red. She's a Blood gang member, joined the Bloods in 2008, and ended up becoming a confidential human source for the federal government against the UBN. For those who don't know, that's the United Blood Nation. It's something that conflicts me. Y'all can leave a comment, you know what I mean, and let me know how y'all feel about it. But somebody with a record with her background, I'm gonna read her background to you first. Some of the stuff that I know. She took her mom's credit card, ran it up, put her face on her mom's ID, and then cashed her mom's income tax check, pawned her mom's TV, pawned the lawnmower, used her sister ID, been to jail for numerous different types of fraud, sold drugs while she was a CHS for the federal government. She was a CHS, mind you, for over 5 years. Sold drugs to take care of her habits and the kids or whatever. She got 5 kids, by the way. The government still used this as a star witness. Funny, her name is Star Red, right? And they use her as a star witness. Record so dirty, but testimony could be so damaging. It was amazing, man. But we gonna get into this, man. All right, now Shorty became Blood in 2008, right? And she been to 6 different sets. 6 different sets, man. And to the homies, man, that's Blood and all that, bruh. How y'all even let this bozo infiltrate like that, man? I'm confused, man. Y'all got to be on top of y'all shit, man. That's just crazy, bro. Anyway, she been in 6 different sets, bro. She was G-Shine in 08, Shelby, NC, Cherry Hill. Then she became Pretty Tony online, Eric the Hunter in New York, Trey for a little bit in 2011, and then she went to Imperial. I'm not sure what the other set she went to after that or which one I'm missing. She started working for the government in 2012. During her time working for the government as a CHS, a confidential human source, she received $37,000. That's during the 5 years that she worked as the CHS. And after she finished working as the CHS, she received 100 racks. Yeah, so they paid her 100 racks after she finished the case, and during the case, they gave her about 37 grand. Her assignment was to wear a wire, meet all the GFs, some of them she already met on her own. This is what I'm saying, bro. I ain't even know that you can just pull up, meet a high-ranking or one of the top-ranking man them and just say, yo, I'm a nobody, meet me. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is a perfect example why certain people should only know so much. You know what I mean? Like, if you're in an operation like that, bro, the highs should only know so much. And the main man them who you trust should only correspond with the top man them. You feel me? With the main boss. You can't have a peanut coming to talk to the king. Or I'm putting it in the perspective, a peasant coming to talk to the king, bruh. Because, you know what I mean? Once the peasant walk in, he's gathering information. And you know what I mean? That's what it's all about, bruh. You got to keep shit separate. You cannot have everybody in everything. That goes for your simple life, for everything. Anybody growing up, any young you watching this, when you grow up in life, I don't care if you're a gangster, you're a regular person, whatever you are, civilian, bro, you do not have everybody knowing all your information. you keep certain shit at bay. But yeah, her job was to record the GFs, have them incriminate themselves, talk about how they got pulled from the jails and how they make shit happen from the jails and how they control the streets from the jails. You know what I mean? She also did so many drug buys for the federal government that she can't even remember. Plus, she sold drugs for herself during them 5 years as a CHS and told the government about it 3 weeks before trial while she was getting prepped for trial. Amazing. This is why I say she had a shitty background. You know what I mean? But her information was still so incriminating and so damaging that they had no choice, bro. It's like, it was amazing, bro. We gonna get into that, though, man. Yeah, that shit she was saying on the stand, bro, was like beyond snitching. It was like she wrote a whole book on the stand, basically. Some of her aliases is Lady Red, you know, that's, you know what I mean? Then she was Lady Hunter when she was the Rickner Hunter. Then she was Lady I when she was Imperial. You know what I mean? So these was all her different aliases she had when she was with different sets. You know what I mean? And then some of her statuses in the sets, bro, she started off as blood. Then she became a 1-star, 3-star, 5-star, a high, and then became a GM. So she was so involved that they start giving her more rank till this bitch became a godmother, bruh. Do you hear me, man? This is crazy, man. Somebody that been in 6 different sets could tell you that they unstable. You know what I mean? And then they need to be watched. And then you turn around and give her godmother status? Wow. Okay, so this is where it gets a little deep. In 2011, they put a hit out on her and they set her mom's car on fire. Police came to the crib, hit her mom's up, wanted her to cooperate then, but on the stand she said, nah, she didn't want to cooperate because she still wanted to be blood. She still wanted to have her rank and whoop, whoop, whoop. So at that point, she still didn't feel like she wanted to be snitching or no shit like that, even though niggas put a hit out on her. You know what I mean? Some niggas from NC or whatever. I forgot their name, you know what I mean? But I think I got it written somewhere down in my note. Now, in 2012, she became a snitch for the Fed because a situation happened to her. She got jumped by 3 non-Trey members, then hit her with an ashtray, held her down, burned her with some bottle caps, lit the bottle caps up and burnt her all over her arm. So they basically forfed her. You know what I mean? And when they forfeit you, it's like they got 3 dog paws, and anybody that got a 4th one, they know your ass got kicked the fuck out. You know what I mean? So all this is public information. Don't get in the comments talking crazy. You know what I mean? If I didn't state this at the beginning, it's all public information. Now, to get in depth of when she actually received the money, in 2012 to 2017, the 5 years as a CHS, she received the $37,000. And in 2017, that's when she received the 100 racks. So yeah, you know what I mean? Just to clarify that point. Okay, bro, her network of gathering information, one of the ways that she gathered information for the feds and for the Bloods was that she had a P.O. box, and in the P.O. box, certain members from high-ranking members from prison would write the P.O. box to send it to people in the street, and vice versa. You see what I'm saying? And she would take these letters, copy them, still send them out, and give them to the feds, or some of them she would just keep and give to the feds. And then at these universal meetings, which she already told a code, which is the 9/11 or a powwow, she told her everybody is there. Now, she got so busy, bro, right? And got information from all over that she went to VA, ATL, Florida, NY, New Jersey, SC, and Baltimore, bruh. Huh? This is why I say somebody's supposed to know so much information, because you have one person she's on the dance floor in the VIs, sitting with Magoo, Frank White, certain other blood high ranking members, and corresponding messages, passing it back and forth. Then she's also in NC, doing her own 1-2 in NC, been to different sets, know different information about all different sets through the kites, through the dance floor, and who want to say this, the 3-way phone calls, you know what I'm saying? And then she going all over the East Coast, bruh. Like, how much job this bitch got? Y'all gave her access to every different type of situation. You see what I'm saying? Now, this whole situation is really based off of two individuals that the feds really wanted. And in war, you get a lot of collateral damage. That's how 83 niggas got indicted. You see what I'm saying? So the two individuals that they really wanted, the first individual goes by the name of Pedro Gutierrez, also known as Magoo, also known as Inferno. And he is the head of the UBN, the highest blood. He got the council seat, and he's also the godfather of the non-trays. And then they got another individual by the name of James Baxton. He goes by alias known as Frank White. You know what I mean? And he's an active member, an active godfather of the non-trays. You see, bro, that's why I say it's fucked up. Because you got this little dusty bitch, and by the way, Frank White had his wife talking to this same snitch bitch, Star Red. You know what I mean? Corresponding, you know what I mean, with my wife. Like, this is how I say how much trust this bitch had, bro. You feel me? Like, how you got somebody just pulling up on you? No, you got 100 little generals, 1,000,000 of them. You ain't had nobody do their homework, follow this chick, nothing. Take her phone, check her emails, nothing, bruh. Before you even be introduced, you got to get grooved before you meet the big homie, the big homie. Like, come on, son. This is what I'm saying. You know what I mean? This bitch went in, and they did all that, bro, to have this man end up in ADX. You know what ADX is, bro? That means you would damn near never see another human being for the rest of your life. Yeah. Hell on earth. That shit is underground. That's where Chapo at. Know what I mean? Word, man. That's where my son Delroy Uzi at. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to write him and we're gonna holler at him. That's another story. You know what I mean? Y'all gotta stay tuned, man. This Lifeswild TV, man. Shit get wild, man. You know what I mean? But yeah, bro, all that corresponding on the dance floor, talking, whoop, whoop, whoop. Them niggas even kissing up on the bitch, filling up on her and all that. It was for what? To make you end up in ADX. You see what I'm saying? You sitting there telling the bitch, yeah, I'm big as blood. Nobody bigger than me. Whoop, whoop, whoop. You can't be telling that bitch shit like that. You see? Because she was recording it the whole time. And that's what the feds wanted to prove so bad. That you are who you say you are. You see what I'm saying? Now that you say who you are, and we know you are who you are, boom, we can send you away where you can't control not a motherfucking thing no more. You heard me, man? That niggas gotta be careful, bro. Stop trusting these damn hoes. Stop trusting anybody, bro. Have a chain of command. You know what I'm saying? The way certain people know so much. We can't put too much trust into one person and expect them, if they fall under pressure, not to give us up, knowing that we're a bigger fish than them. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just doesn't make sense. You know what I mean? And that female, she was just suspect. Like, you know what I mean? But before her being suspect, I just know her from NC. I ain't meet her on the street. I don't know nobody that know her from the street. Boy got her addy and all that eventually. You know what I mean? But you supposed to do deep homework on her before you sat down and told her certain shit that the police want to know. Which I know you blood, she blood. Everything the police want to know at that point. You know what I mean? Because we all talking about incriminating shit, but still, bruh, I don't even think that bitch was worthy enough to have a conversation with Magoo, son. Or Frank White, or any of them high-ranking blood members. You feel me, son? That's how I feel. Then there wouldn't have been no room for the bullshit. Then again, you got a captain that testified against, son, saying that, yeah, I know him. I had encounters with him. I had conversations with him, whoop, whoop, whoop. And yeah, he told me that he was the highest ranking blood member, and he was head of the council, and he had the chairman seat and all shit like that. So I'm just saying, bro, like, I understand certain COs fuck with the inmates, and they know a lot because niggas be catching 1/8s and shit like that in front of them niggas, which the ones that they do fuck with. You know what I mean? They'll walk out the room, act like they don't know what's going on, make up some bullshit like they ain't see the murder or they ain't see the cut or they ain't see the stabbing or some shit. So I get that part too. So some probably felt comfortable like he probably was one of them COs or whatever, but still, you know what I mean? For me, bro, if that was me, I would have known my position, bro. I'm like, yo, it don't get no higher than me. You feel me? So I know if I'm in the state right now, the next best place these fuckers want to put me is in the feds. Or the next motherfuckers that want me would be the feds. You know what I'm saying? And if I'm still shaking shit, you know what I mean? And got shit shaking, all the niggas is gonna be watching, bro. Larry Hoover. I could bring just him up. You know what I'm saying? Niggas running shit from the jails. Feds gotta put you away when they feel like, yo, if you got shit still shaking, you better keep that shit a secret. Knowing that you already incarcerated and you supposed to be paying for your crimes, but you still out here making serious major moves, and you can still make shit move on the chessboard. You know them niggas is coming next, son. You know them niggas is coming next, son. And this right here, son, is just some of the shit that I'ma run through of like what she said in court, you know what I mean, on the stand, you know what I mean? And I don't want niggas get offended, bro, because I told niggas this is public information, you know what I mean? This bitch, when I say she told a story, she told y'all whole story, most of it, on the stand, bro, you feel me? So I'm gonna get into some of this shit, but she broke down what a 9/11 mean, the reason for it, you know what I'm saying? Which is, I told niggas it's just like, you know what I mean, a meeting, you know what I mean? And she's like, yo, communication, disciplinary, financial, structuring, educational, and celebration purposes. You know what I mean? Talked about Billy Acoustis, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? That's non-Trey Acoustis or whatever. You know what I mean? I don't even think I need to repeat some of the y'all acoustics or whatever, you know what I mean? But, you know what I'm saying? Also talked about if you end up in a federal prison, you become inactive, you know what I mean? So I don't know like how that's gonna work out, you know what I'm saying? But that shit is crazy, son, because mad niggas is gonna end up in the federal prison, you know what I mean? And as far as her statement that she told on a federal stand, anybody that basically get locked up off the street is taken off the street lineup and put on the prison lineup. And if you end up in the federal system, you just basically enact. You see what I'm saying? So that kind of makes me wonder, did the feds actually know that too? And to go deeper with that, I knew they probably knew that. That's why I'm like, yo, because it's a lot of information about the UBN and Bloods and all that you can just Google. And it's just so much, bro. They have so much intelligence. It's unbelievable. But I was wondering, did they know that, okay, if Magoo ends up in the federal prison, that he becomes inactive and he can't call no more shots? But even worse, they're asking for him to end up in ADX. Which is like, okay, even if we do believe you're going to still be active or not, where we putting you or where we requesting for you to go, we know you can't do nothing. Which is fucking crazy. That shit is like hell, bro. Hell. I couldn't wish that on no man, son. That's fucking hell, son. Okay, now back to Lady Red Star. You know what I'm saying? Now on the stand, according to her testimony, this is according to her testimony, what she said, you know what I'm saying? As far as what she knew. Now, she was Imperial Blood, and she said the head of those with a godfather of that set would be AZ and Stutter B. And she met Stutter B in jail. She met him. Of the 9 trays, it's Magoo and SI. So she met Magoo and talked to SI on the phone. Then for G-Shine, it was Powerful. She met him in jail. Sean Nitty, 3rd Street, met him. Valentine Bloods, Wayno, met him. Eric Hunter, Mikey B. And Juice, she met them both in jail. Double 9 Blood Gangsters, DL, never met him or communicated with him. Luckily for bro, you know what I'm saying? He was one of them, I guess, intelligent ones that had nothing to do with her. East Side Gangster Bloods, Hellraiser, met him. Murderous Mad Dogs, Smokey Smoke, never met him. Another one that didn't catch a bullet by that damn woman. 5-Star Gangster Bees, Hannibal, she met him. 5th Street Hots, met him. She even went as far to even break down the whole council and who's in position and testify about that as far as she knows. Chairman Magoo, co-chairman Powerful, vice chairman Shanity, co-vice chairman Open, president Hellraiser, VP DL, A&R Open, didn't know what that position meant, so she didn't know what that mean, and directors of operations was also open. So these is the things that I'm saying. She knew too much, bro. Too much. And that's I didn't even touch nothing for real. She broke down the whole ranking order, gave up the whole definition of Godfather on the stand, read it for the people. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it's even necessary for me to go in and read that. You know what I mean? Told UBN codes, poured drink, you know what I mean? And stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I got something to tell you. You know what I mean? They were so slick with it, bruh. Like, she even gave up the ways how to correspond mail without the guards opening it. Which you just send it in motion format, you stamp confidential on it, and it looked like your lawyer sent it to you, so the guards can't open it up. She told the FBI and everybody else that too. You see what I'm saying? So it was just so much shit, bruh. You know what I mean? At one point, the prosecutor asked her, "Do you know what the term dropping your flag means?" She said, "Yeah, when you don't want to be blood no more." And she said, "Can you explain something that happened in NC according to that?" She said, "Yeah." So she said a member named Cato from NC, Shelby, he wanted to drop his flag. Because he wanted to drop his flag, that was a violation, she was explaining, right? So she said that 3 niggas came and they beat the shit out of Cato, beat the shit out of his girl, and threw his baby in the trash can. Now pause for a second, right? I'm saying to myself, why the defense didn't use this to discredit this bitch? Because you from Shelby, he from Shelby. 3 niggas that's not from there came there, and they came and stayed at your crib before the work was put in and came back to your crib after the work was put in. She testified that when the prosecutor was speaking to her. So I'm saying, why they didn't use that to discredit her? And bitch, you the one that lined that up. We know you lined that up. So I don't understand that. She lining up shit, also selling drugs while she's a CHS, and that's all that's still allowed? That's crazy, man. At what point do you discredit a witness, man? Yeah, man. So, man, we don't know. Like, that's what I be trying to figure out. Like, how do we discredit these fucking witnesses from giving they fucking statements? Because they can live a whole, it even got to some points, bro, where the head of the organization told on everybody else. And I'm like, well, this motherfucker ordered everything. How the hell can he order everything and still be able to be a witness? Because he was a witness to all the crimes that he ordered, or he was a witness to all the people that he knew did these things, but he ordered them? Come on, man. Make it make sense, man. That's why police just be dusting niggas off. But back to the story, man. In 2015 was her first visit, and she went to visit Starks, Juice, Magoo, Frank White, and Bones. You know what I mean? So this is what I'm saying, man. She just jumped out there. You know what I mean? And the police was like, yeah, go ahead, go get them. You know what I mean? And she actually got access. That's what was mind blowing. She understand. She told how SI was the first youngest MB to brought home. You know what I mean? And the first original one that the big homies loved. The first OGs, the first Godfathers. You know what I'm saying? So she has a lot of info, bro. A lot of info. Incriminated Frank White and Magoo together by telling them Frank White is Magoo firstborn. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy, man. Then Baby Red. I guess I don't really know the story too well, but something happened between Baby. I think Polo killed Baby Red, and she told how Magoo wanted to see Polo, and when he see him, or he got him poked up at Sullivan because he was talking crazy about Magoo. You know what I mean? So this chick knew too much, bruh. Too much, bruh. You see what I'm trying to show you? Like, bro sitting on there with a tape recorder, and they got this part recorded, telling them that, yeah, like, yo, when I see him, I'm going to just poke him. I'm going to keep poking him, you know what I mean? And I don't even care if the police try to stop me. I want them to know how we give it up. You know what I'm saying? Like, that type of time. And she had that recorded on whatever little device she had, right? You know what I mean? Bro, when I say, back to when I said she went to these VIs in 2015, now the VI would start from like 8 to 3. This bitch would be there the whole day. The whole day. You hear me, bro? That's she putting in real work. At one point, the prosecutor asked her, well, you had a busy couple days there. She said, yeah, I had a busy week. You feel me? This bitch said I had a busy week. Really? Fucking gathering information for the police, bitch? Yeah, she was definitely on her time, man. But man, that's the moral of the story, bruh. You feel me? Police wanted to expose Magoo and Frank White for their top positions and having Poland controlling the whole UBN from inside behind the correctional facilities. And Shorty stepped up to the job. And it's sad to say, bro, she did her job beyond satisfaction, I would say, because the information she gathered and the intelligence she gathered, man, was was crazy, man. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just trying to figure out how is it that you couldn't discredit this witness at some point. But I guess if you on court on tape, you know what I mean, stating whatever you stating and shit like that, you know what I mean, what can you say? But yeah, that's the end result, man. You know what I mean? They wanted to prove that he had the pull that he had, and now they trying to put him somewhere where he can't absolutely do nothing. You know what I'm saying? Same thing goes for when Larry Hoover was running around talking about, yeah, I got the key for everything in the jail, for every cell in the jail except for the front door. You see what they did to him, man. You know what I mean? So yeah, Pedro got 20, James Baxton got 20, Frank White got 20, also known as James Baxton, and Pedro Gutierrez got 20. And he's also known as Magoo. You know what I mean? And they want to take them to ADX so they can serve the rest of their sentences out there. You know what I mean? While Shorty outside, she got another 100,000 after the case was over. I'm pretty sure that's done, but she's free. You know what I mean? And over 83 people got indicted. I'm going to put their names up and run through that so y'all can see that too. You know what I mean? But yo, good looking for joining in, man. You already know this Lifeswild TV, but shit get real wild, man. You know what I mean? Like and subscribe. You already know, man. One.
On my tax bed, and probably will crush my those pet beds. Gotta keep it secret, you know. Half the thing is this hoes. Look at Bontani, them told. Get a cut, squint your elbow. We know you tell them people puss about them homicides. So when we catch you, nigga, you know we down the ride. You fucking rotten, nigga. We got the pesticide. They got you on the stand. Trying to testify. What the fuck, niggas, you crazy? You know you deserve a headshot. What the fuck, niggas, you crazy? Make me catch you on a dead block. What the fuck, niggas, you crazy? How much the people done fucking paid me?